Yo, the Mavs completely avoid getting swept by the Celtics. And let me tell you right now, it looked like the Celtics gave up since the first half. The first quarter, they dominated 34-21 in the first quarter. Then the second quarter was 27-14. And that's when we started to see things get crazy because it looked like they never recovered from the first half. Now, looking at Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, key players of the Celtics had a low scoring game, which is very, very telling that they didn't even try at all. I mean, how can you come from damn near scoring 10 to 15 points? Like, that don't make no sense. Usually are scoring about 20 to 30 something points, and then now they scored 10 and 15.
And you didn't even try.
Again, this is crazy. 4 from 10 from the field, 1 from 4 from the 3. Jayson Tatum, what the hell? The bench players had a better game than damn near the star players. So that right there was very telling on its own. Kyrie Irving did what Kyrie Irving does. 10 from 18 from the field, 1 from 6 from the 3, 21 points. And Luka Doncic had 12 from 26 from the field. No 3-pointers. See, he need to stop shooting threes. 0 from 8, that is sick. He needs to stop shooting. Clearly, his 3-point shots is off. Mid-range shots is the way he should stick at, as well taking it in the paint. But 29 points, a lot of impact that we started to see is Tim Hardaway Jr. I always think Tim Hardaway Jr. can actually play. He had 15 points, 5 from 7 from the 3. Damn near perfect. He had a perfect performance, played for 12 minutes, 15 points. You need to start giving him the ball more. I want to see Tim Hardaway Jr. getting the ball more. I want to see him score because this guy can really put up a shot. I feel like y'all would need him in game 5 if anything, if you guys try to dominate that game as well too, because you can't have everything placed on Kyrie and Luka. You need other players to score. Dante Axum did pretty good as well. Derek Lively did pretty good as well. Like, everybody else on the team did really well. This is what happens if you guys step up for real. But also in the same breath, looked like the Celtics didn't even try to play back. Okay, they looked like it was like, hey, we're going to win the game at home. We're going to focus on game 5. Winning at Boston makes more sense, right? It was like, why would we want to sweep them and try to celebrate in Dallas? That ain't the move. We back at home base, which makes sense. I get it. They're not really out the neck of the woods now. I mean, they just got one game out the way, which I feel like is great because they completely avoid getting swept, which is great. Don't want to get swept. That's embarrassing. You don't want to pull like a Pacers or a Lakers moments. Avoid getting swept is really good. But do I think they can win all 4 games back to back? I don't think so. Winning this game was kind of like given in a sense, but I don't think they could win 3 games back to back. That would be insane if they do that because game 5 looking like Celtics already got it locked in already because you got to go back in Boston. Kyrie and Luka hasn't really performed, especially Kyrie for that matter, hasn't performed well in the TD Garden. Now we can see how well can he perform under pressure. It would be great to see the game get extended longer, but then again, I feel like it would just look stupid if they do that because the Celtics is definitely down to win. They have no favor to win at this point. I just don't see Jayson Tatum or Jaylen Brown decided to let this game go even further. So yeah, I think I'm going to close it out in game 5, but who knows? At this point, it could be anything. If you have Scott Foster out here refereeing the game, yeah, we might see a long one. It might be a long one. Just seeing how well they played and how well they dominated this game goes to show that Mavs can really play. If they really decided to focus on defense and offense, which they really did a good job in. They made sure they had a lot of turnovers going to the Celtics. They made sure they had a lot of steals as well too. Did a pretty good job. And I feel like if they continue doing this, they can really end up winning a few more games. But they have to dominate home base. Going to the TD Garden to score is going to be very, very difficult, and I don't think that they could pull it off, especially Kyrie, who's having a hard time winning over there in Boston Celtics. So we'll see how they could do in game 5. But personally, I think it's over wrap. I think it's done and over. Celtics gave them that game as like a little show of mercy, and now they're going to focus on winning the game back at home.